In the summer of 1518, a woman walked into the streets of Strasbourg and began to dance. Not for joy, not for music, but as if something had taken over her body. What followed became one of the strangest medical mysteries in human history. In July of 1518, the streets of Strasbourg were like any other European town, quiet, busy, predictable. But everything changed because of one woman, Frau Trophäa. She stepped into the street and started to dance. No music, no rhythm, no celebration. Just an uncontrollable, trembling movement of her arms and legs. At first, people laughed, thinking it was a joke. But she didn't stop. Not after an hour, not after 6 hours, not even after an entire day. For 6 days, Frau Trophäa danced without rest. Her feet bled, her legs shook uncontrollably, yet she still moved as if an invisible force was dragging her around the town. Word spread like wildfire. And then it happened. One person joined her, then another. Within a week, more than 30 people were dancing endlessly in the streets. By the end of the month, some reports say over 400 people were trapped in this strange frenzy. Doctors were called, but they were clueless. No signs of poison. No sickness that matched anything they knew. Still, they came up with a bizarre diagnosis. Overheated blood. Their solution? Let them dance it out. So the city built stages, hired musicians, and encouraged the dancers to continue, hoping they would eventually collapse and recover. But the plan had the opposite effect. The music only made things worse. People danced until their bones cracked, until their feet tore open, until they collapsed from exhaustion, heart attacks, and strokes. The accounts describe people begging for help. "I don't want to dance anymore," they cried, even as their bodies kept moving. The city finally panicked. They stopped the music, shut down public gatherings, and sent the dancers to a healing shrine on the mountain. There, priests removed their shoes, wrapped their feet in red cloth, and prayed for the curse to end. And then, as suddenly as it began, the dancing stopped. To this day, no one truly knows what caused the dancing plague. Some blame mass hysteria, psychological stress so overwhelming that hundreds of people lost control. Others believe it was ergot fungus, a toxic mold on bread that causes hallucinations and spasms. And some think it was a spiritual panic, fear, hunger, disease, and religion mixing into a single explosive nightmare. Whatever the cause, the dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's strangest events. A moment when an entire city moved to a rhythm no one could hear, and no one could escape. If stories like this send chills down your spine, hit subscribe to Pulse Short. More real mysteries, more hidden histories, delivered in seconds. Don't miss the next one.